Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications, Velos Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Xander Auto Parts.
Coming out the timeout, Elijah Bucci with the snap. He goes left side. Down to the end zone. He did! Touchdown Governors! They've got the lead with 8 seconds to go.
And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SD Savin, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping.
This will be tapped over. See if the Governors again can take advantage of Waldron set for Cronin. There's your win. In set one, 32-30. Campbell Cronin with 8 kills in the first set.
And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church. As the Governors get across midfield, LaRush now with some open space, looking to send one through forward for Aharts. It comes in, Aharts, he scores! Gabe Aharts from LaRush, and it's a 1-0 lead. And by Kruger Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank. Sheldon will lose the ball. The Pierre Governors, they fall on it. They're going to the Dome. The Governors score with 8 seconds remaining, and they win it 14-9. And by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Kruger Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. And now to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Pierre Governors, John Winkler.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you here to Riggs High School as we are getting set for the first of the final 3 regular season games. The Pierre Governors will take on the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles here this afternoon, and then they'll play Brookings and Jefferson on Tuesday of the next 2 Tuesdays to close out the regular season, as the Govs are looking for they just need at least 1 win. If 1 win carries them into the Sodak 16. Obviously, a couple wins keeps them out of the 16 spot and gives them an opportunity to be able to move up. And, Harrisburg is going to be the team that you really don't want to see. You'd rather not see any of those 3 teams, but entirely you don't really want to see the Harrisburg Tigers. You like to stay away from them in the Sodak 16, but overall, this Governor team has got to find a way to get wins, a win at least, and a couple of wins. And it starts here this afternoon at home against Aberdeen Central. The Governors last night, they played the O'Gorman Lady Knights and lost in 3 sets, 25-12, 25-10, and 25-9. And so now here this afternoon, they're trying to turn things back around and take on this Aberdeen Central team who is coming in at 13-9 of the season. They did not play last night. There was a lot of games that were played last night, most of it all being in the Sioux Falls area. And we'll talk about that in those final scores here in just a little bit. But they are coming off of a 3-set win on Tuesday against the Mitchell Colonels. They won 26-24, 25-15, and 25-21 as they've jumped up to number 8 in the standings going into the weekend and look to remain in that top 8 to be able to host one of those Sodak 16 games and try and make the state tournament in Class AA again. And I wouldn't say they had a rocky start to the season, but they were underneath that number 8 spot and trying to fight back into it. But they, after a 3-set loss to Harrisburg, they had beaten Valley City and lost to West Fargo, beat Bismarck, lost to Stanley, won against Fargo North, and then against Dickinson in a North Dakota tournament. But overall, they've beaten the teams that they have needed to beat in AA volleyball to this point and find themselves, I mean, really the only teams that they've lost to are teams that are below them or above them in the standings. They swept Washington back on September 18th, and Washington right now at 12-7 is actually a team that is below the top 8 right now and would be traveling to Aberdeen in the Sodak 16 if the season had ended on Friday. Obviously, a couple of things have changed. The Governors did jump up to the number 16 spot after their loss to O'Gorman. Obviously, the seed points that they got in the loss, that says, that does help the Governors find a way to jump back up there, but wins are going to be the biggest key. That they have to find a way to get a win at some point here in the last 3 games of the regular season. They are at home against this Aberdeen Central team here today. Then they will host Brookings on Tuesday and then face Jefferson to close out the season the following Tuesday on November 4th. We're going to talk about the games from yesterday. We'll recap a little bit of yesterday's matchup between Pierre and O'Gorman and get you set for this one, as looks like the sophomore match will end up going 3 sets after all. The Governors had won the first one, but Aberdeen Central well in hand right now in set number 2, so they will play a third set and will be just a little bit behind going into that. So what was looking like we could have a 1 o'clock start, exactly a 1 o'clock start. Looks like they're going to go 3 sets and then will be a little bit past 1 o'clock for our first serve. We've got a busy day as well here on KCCR. This is the first of 3 games overall. We've got college football coming up after we're done between Alabama and South Carolina, and then it'll be World Series Game 2 coverage on KCCR between Toronto and Los Angeles, as that will follow the college football game. So volleyball, football, and baseball all here on KCCR. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports, you can go to KCCR and listen to those football and baseball games later on this afternoon and into the evening. But we've got Pierre Governor Volleyball that will be coming up first. We'll step aside for 3 minutes. We'll come back and talk about last night's and all the scores from last night in volleyball and that East-West tournament or invites that they have, and a lot of games that were played in the Sioux Falls area last night. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota and Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Planning for next year is right around the corner, but do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
We welcome you back as we continue the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. As we look at volleyball from last night, it was a lot of games that were played. Harrisburg beat Rapid City Stevens in 2 sets. It was a best of 3 for all but 3 matchups last night. Pierre and O'Gorman being one of them. But Harrisburg beat Stevens 2-0. Brandon Valley beat Douglas 2-0. Spearfish swept Yankton. And Brookings with a sweep over Rapid City Central. Watertown beat Sturgis 2-0. Brandon Valley with a sweep of Rapid City Central. Brookings swept Sturgis. Harrisburg beat Spearfish. Watertown beat Douglas. Stevens swept Yankton. Brandon Valley swept Sturgis. And Watertown beat Rapid City Central. And Brookings with a sweep over Douglas. So all but it was Spearfish. The 2 teams that played Yankton got wins. Spearfish beating Yankton. And it was Stevens also beating Yankton last night. Otherwise, the the Sioux Falls schools and the East River schools beat the West River schools. The 3 matches that went best of 5 were all sweeps as well. Jefferson swept Roosevelt 3-0 to move to 9-10 of the season. O'Gorman picked up their 21st win of the year with a 3-0 win over Pierre. And then Mitchell with a sweep over T, 3-0. As we look at today's schedule, Watertown beat Stevens in 3 sets. That's the first one of that East-West invite that went 3 sets. Brandon Valley already beat Spearfish 2-0. Yankton swept Sturgis 2-0. That is helpful for the Governors that Sturgis had lost that matchup to Yankton. Harrisburg with a sweep of Rapid City Central. Harrisburg also swept Sturgis. Watertown beat Spearfish 2-0. Stevens over Brookings 2-0. Harrisburg is leading Douglas 1-0 right now at the end of set 1. Yankton with a sweep over Douglas. Brandon Valley also beat Stevens 2-0. Brookings and Spearfish are tied 1-1. Yankton and Rapid City Central with a 2-0 lead, a 2-0 win for Yankton over Rapid City Central. And the one lone game that is not part of that East-West invite is Pierre and Aberdeen Central here to play. Was scheduled at 1 o'clock, but will be a little bit farther than 1 o'clock. As we look at the standings right now, Pierre did jump back up to the number 16 spot after last night, and there's going to be a lot of shuffling with the amount of games that are played. And Pierre will see exactly where they're at the end of the night tonight or end of the weekend. Where, obviously a win is very beneficial today, but we'll have a little bit better idea on how things are looking going into next week whenever all these games are done. The Governor game is done. All the points are added into it. But Pierre right now will have Jefferson, who's 9-11 on the season, and Brookings, who's 10-17. So both those teams and Jefferson, their remaining opponents against Washington and Aberdeen Central, they could get over the 500 mark, although you probably don't want them to get over the 500 mark because that would mean they have to win all 3 games, and they play the Governors as well. So maybe that they would like to see this team, the Jefferson to stay below 500 overall. But one loss keeps them under 500. Brookings will be under 500 at the end of the regular season as well. So the amount of seed points that are remaining, Aberdeen Central at 13-9 of the season. I don't think they have all the, looking at the wrong stats here. They're sitting at number 8, but they've got, they will most likely with the Roosevelt in there as well. And of course, they could, if they beat the Governors, they will be over 500, but as long as they win one of those last 4 games, they will be over 500 to finish out the regular season here this year. Governors last night, they were off to a good start, playing O'Gorman pretty even the first 10, 15 points of the match, and then O'Gorman started to take off from there. Governors had 5 kills, and all 5 of them were pretty early in that first set. And then ended up with 9 overall, just had 4 kills the rest of the way for the Governors, 2 in each of set number 2 and 3. And it was 34 kills for O'Gorman. They were led by Lily Webben in the first set, and then 9 overall for Lauren Venegay. And they had 16 aces. Governors didn't receive that serve well, especially from Lauren Venegay, who ended up with a total of 8 aces. She had half the team's aces and had 5 in set number 1. So it was a going to be really important to serve, receive well here this afternoon for this Governor team. And this Aberdeen Central team, we kind of know them a little bit more than maybe other teams. Same with kind of Huron, although they're only playing Aberdeen Central once. We've seen Aberdeen Central up to 3 times in one season, playing them twice in the regular season and also playing in the Sodak 16 as well. But of course, it's Lauren Burkhardt, who's just now a junior. Feels like she's been on this team for the last 10 years, but Burkhardt, now a junior, still stands at 6'1", an outside hitter, and a lot of that goes through what she does. They have some good height, but again, it all comes through what Burkhardt is able to do, and that's going to be the biggest key, shutting her down. I say that, but Aberdeen Central does have a lot of good hitters. We've seen Kennedy Withers swing really well against this Governor team before. Olivia Miller, Amelia Reif, Miller the setter, is an excellent passer as well for this Aberdeen Central team. And then we've seen Carly Nyman as well swing for this Aberdeen Central team. So it is a team that is very balanced up and down. You know, they are able to play up to their opponents every time. You know, for the Governors, they want to see maybe Aberdeen Central overlook them right now. Coming off of a road game against the team last night in O'Gorman, coming off that road contest, Governors want to start well. They have to be able to start well in this game because legs can be a little tired. You got home at midnight last night, able to sleep in a little bit though. It's better to be at home after a road game than being at home then a road game, because you have to get up early after what could be a late night. So it is an opportunity for the Governors to really want to jump out early and stay with Aberdeen Central to that first set as they take on this Golden Eagle team here this afternoon. Sophomore match is closing in potentially on the end. It is a 10-4 lead for Aberdeen Central in the third set as it's the first of 15 here for set number 3. If they can get a couple 5 points, they will pick up a 2-1 win over the Governors and move into the varsity game, which will be coming up here in just a little bit after the sophomore game is done. We're going to talk to both head coaches. We'll talk to Coach Bindendagel of Aberdeen Central, as well as also Coach Carrie Wheelhouse of the Pierre Governors, that is coming up here in our pregame show. And again, later on this afternoon, we've got college football, as it will be Alabama, South Carolina. That will be coming up after this game is done. And then we'll also have the World Series Game 2, Toronto and Los Angeles, after the Blue Jays won Game 1. Game 2 coming up tonight here on KCCR after college football is over with. So big day here on KCCR, but it starts with the Pierre Governor volleyball team as they take on this Aberdeen Central. Want to make a quick note, too. Didn't mention it last night on the broadcast, but to make sure that you are aware and knowing what's upcoming. Thursday, it is a playoff game at home for the Pierre Governor football team. They will take on the T-Area Titans. It'll be a 6 o'clock kickoff, so we'll have coverage at 5:30. And kickoff at 6 o'clock. Blake Dean will join me for the call of that contest on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We'll step aside again here in the pregame show. Come back in 3 minutes and have a conversation with our coaches. First, talking with Coach Bindendagel of Aberdeen Central. Back in 3 minutes here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Is it time for a fresh look underfoot? Tired of worn out carpets or outdated flooring? Then you need to visit Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre. We're your local experts for every style, from plush carpets and durable laminates to elegant hardwoods and luxury vinyl. Discover hundreds of options from top name brands, all with our friendly expert service. Visit Country Carpet and Flooring at 414 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or call us at 605-224-9297. Country Carpet and Flooring. Your floor, your style, our expertise.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Join me as Coach Ben Inago of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Coach, you come in here today, a Saturday afternoon game. You're not unfamiliar with long bus rides, but you're coming into Pierre, who played last night in Sioux Falls. What's an advantage of being able to play a team that played last night on the road and has a long bus ride back home?
Well, it's certainly not a schedule that they're used to, having that long trip and then having to be back here this morning. But, it's a new day for them. So they've had this schedule for a few years, and sometimes we come in here and lose, and sometimes we come in here and win. So I don't know that it matters too much.
Going into this contest, obviously you guys picked up a couple big wins recently, but got back into the top 8 of the standings going into the weekend. What's been one of those biggest keys so far for this Golden Eagle team to jump back up in the standings?
I feel like we've been efficient in many of our matches recently, and we've got a lot of kids that can execute, and they're doing that, and our passing has improved, so we hope to continue on that.
Now, this Governor team, whether you were able to watch last night's game entirely or just in general watching film, what stands out to you the most?
They're a pretty scrappy team, and I think they're a hard-working team, so we need to come in here and play well today.
Early starts, I talk about to a lot of coaches how key it is to have a good start. But again, a team that played last night and traveled 3 hours back home, how key is it to jump out to a good start for Aberdeen Central?
We need to get out there and serve and pass well right away and then find a good rhythm, hopefully within just a few points.
Obviously we're at the end of the season and bumps and bruises are there. Knock on wood. What's the injury report right now?
We did have a starter go down with a knee on Thursday at practice, and it's an injury that she's dealt with throughout the season. So we're hoping that she can get healed up and back on the court quick. But, in the meantime, there's a lot of kids that are ready for an opportunity now. So we'll take a look at some different options today.
Biggest key here for Aberdeen Central to get the win this afternoon?
We need to play our game on our side of the net.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's head coach Ben Inago of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Back with more of the pregame show next year on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut hundreds of cross, and played hours of peekaboo and duck duck gray duck because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Carrie Bauman will help make it easy and affordable to help protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Carrie Bauman in Pierre today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello friends, this is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As we welcome back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Join me as Coach Gary Wilhouse of the Pierre Governors as they take on Aberdeen Central here this afternoon. Coach, regardless of what time or the game started, what time it got over with, what time you guys get home, it's a late night being on the road and then coming back and playing at home. But maybe the benefit is that you didn't wake up early to travel so much that you're able to sleep in a little bit. What's going to be the benefit of being able to maybe have that game played and ready to go for today?
Yeah, it's easy to then readjust right away and say what didn't work for us instead of kind of thinking about it for 3 or 4 days or even a couple days. Just right away, like, we need to adjust and get back out. And I think it helps with our girls too in their psyche to go back out right away, play again, and get those mistakes fixed.
What was the biggest takeaway from last night's game against O'Gorman?
Biggest takeaway is that we've just got to read the ball a lot faster when it's on the other side of the net. We're not doing a good job of getting our block up in front of them because we're not reading, essentially, the setter's hands and where it's going. So we've definitely got to do that so we can help our back row. But our back row played great last night. They were getting balls up and that kind of thing. So our front row's just got to get it done, whether it's blocking or getting it down on the ground on the other side.
This Aberdeen Central team comes in here today. They got back up to the top 8 going into the weekend in the standings. When you look at them on film, what kind of stands out? Maybe a little bit different than what O'Gorman is, but maybe some of the similarities that O'Gorman does.
Yeah, they don't have as many hard swingers as maybe a team like O'Gorman, but they're going to throw a bunch of different stuff at us. They're going to come from all angles and even back row attack, probably even more than we saw last night. So we just got to be keyed in on that, make sure that we're keyed on where Lauren is because they like to go to her, and then just make sure that we know that they're going to flip the court and be ready to move.
And again, I mentioned every time, but after a game last night and then playing today, how key is it to jump out early, have a good start, whether that is maybe 5-5, maybe it is having the lead after the 10-9 or whatever it might be. How key is it to have a good start and get especially that first set to get the girls moving again? Yeah,
it's definitely a key to get out in front of them. Last night we were out in front and did pretty good in the first set, and then we seemed to drop off. So what we've got to do today is get out there, get it going right away, and then keep the foot on the gas and not let off.
Biggest key here overall this afternoon for the Governors to get a win against Aberdeen Central?
Really, for us, it's to communicate and really be playing our game. Our front row's got to do their job today.
Coach, appreciate the time as always. Good luck today.
Thank you.
As head coach Kara Wheelhouse of the Pierre Governors, back with more of the pregame show after this here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heatolator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heatolator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heatolator Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Sports. Bring your crew to the ranch. We have hot buffet options, including legendary pizza, the country's best chicken, savory sides, nutritious salads, and delicious desserts. Perched right on the river, our Fort Pierre Pizza Ranch is only minutes from the South Dakota State Capitol building and right down the road from where the Pierre Governors play. The Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre. Go Govs! Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
Whenever there's a project that will make our community a better place to live, you're right there doing what you can to help. You volunteer because it's your nature to be helpful. All of us at First Fidelity Bank would like to thank you for all you do to make our community a better place to live. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating, 605-494-2001.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back here to Riggs High School as the Governors and Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles getting set for their contest in the ESD. Governors with 3 games remaining coming into today. Aberdeen Central will have 3 left after today. They will face Watertown on Tuesday. It will be against Roosevelt next week, Tuesday, and then Thursday against Sioux Falls Jefferson on November 6th to close out the regular season. So the Governors, I think it's not going to be the final day of the regular season to know if they're, obviously, again, if they win, they're going to be in, unless T is going to win the rest of their games, which doesn't look like it's likely that they would. But Pierre, 1 win can get you into the playoffs of the Sodak 16. If not, we could come down to the Governors' final game against Jefferson, but also then for T facing Roosevelt on that night as well, as the Pierre Governors and the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles coming up here from Riggs High School in just a little bit, as the Govs looking for their 4th win of the season. They are at 3-3, 14 on the year now. Aberdeen Central at 13-9. Again, Aberdeen Central is 1-1 in the last week and a half against South Dakota opponents, and they played a lot of North Dakota teams prior to being 2-3 in their last, overall 2-3 in their last South Dakota games, losing to O'Gorman, Brandon Valley, and Harrisburg, those top 3 teams in the state. Huron did have a sweep of Aberdeen Central earlier in the season in Huron. It was 25-22, 25-21, and 25-21. So that does give this Governor team, maybe a sense of, hey, look at what Huron was able to do, and if we can, that's a team that it's a very beatable team. Aberdeen Central is a good volleyball team, so I don't want to take that away from them. But this is a Governor team that feels like these last 3 games are very winnable, and they absolutely are. Aberdeen Central, if they play like they can, they're a tough team to beat. If the Governors can play 3 of their best games to close out the season, obviously you would win a 4th one too in the Sodak 16, but 3 great regular season games, and Pierce can win all 3 of these matchups. But it's going to be tough today. It's going to be tough no matter what, but it's going to be tough today after the long bus trip from last night coming back home. And the Governors will be looking for a quick start. They have to have a quick start, get themselves into an early lead, and be able to continue to push from there. And it's not going to be just a fast start. It has to be able to go from the first part of the set to the middle part of the set, and then that final couple points of the set. They have to be able and ready to go and be able to pick up points and not take the foot off the gas, as Coach Wheelhouse said. You have to be able to keep the foot on the gas throughout this entire matchup between these two teams, between this Aberdeen Central or against this Aberdeen Central team. Because if you take your foot off the gas at any point, and any good team will do it, they will make you pay. And what could be a 15-15 score turns into a 25-15 game in a set because you took your foot off the gas for just 2-3 points, and then all of a sudden the momentum is built. It's a game that's built on a lot of momentum. And if the Governors can grab that momentum and hold on to it, any team, that's huge. But for this Governor team trying to get their fourth win, have to find the momentum and have to keep the momentum on your side and move in for extra points and continue to climb and try and get higher in the standings at the end of this regular season. Because, again, they lose out. If the Governors do lose out, they have to have some help go their way to make the SODAC 16. If they are able to get a win, that will make things so much easier for them to be in the SODAC 16 and harder for other teams to try and get, for T to try and get in, Sturgis to try and get in. So it is very important for this Governor team to get a win here this afternoon against Aberdeen Central and put themselves in a spot to make the SODAC 16 coming up here in about 3 weeks. Pierre Governors and Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles coming up from here in Riggs High School in Pierre. Back in 4 minutes with the starting lineups and first serve between the Pierre Governors and the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Back in 4 minutes on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Sanford Health Pierre Clinic provides comprehensive and convenient care to Pierre, South Dakota and its surrounding communities. We care for all your health needs, including preventive care, pediatric health, annual checkups, chronic disease care, and more. Schedule an appointment today at 605-945-5560. Ask about our heart health specialist. Visit this clinic on the second Tuesday of every month. Sanford Health Clinic Pierre, 605-945-5560.
Is your roof ready for the next South Dakota storm? Don't wait till it's too late. For over 25 years, Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction has been serving Central South Dakota with quality roofing and construction. He has now added gutters. We offer dependable service, guaranteed workmanship, and no unnecessary flash or fuss. Just reliable protection for your home. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction. Experience you can trust. Call today, 605-280-8133. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction, serving Central South Dakota for over 25 years.
As the days get shorter and the air turns crisp, it's time to make your home the cozy retreat you deserve. Summerland's Fall Home Sale is here. Find the perfect sectional for movie nights, a plush new mattress for a deeper sleep, and beautiful dining sets for family gatherings. 50% off list price is our lowest prices of the season, and they're happening now. Don't wait. Fall into savings at Slumberland. Visit Slumberland, 920 North Garfield Avenue today.
Today's game is made possible by our great local sponsors like Kathy Sun and Shine Properties. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for your forever home, Kathy and her crew are here to help make your move simple and stress-free. With local expertise and commitment to their clients, they are ready to go to work for you. Call 605-224-5588 today or visit contactkathy.com. Kathy Sunshine Properties, turning your dreams into an address.
This fall, Beck Motor Company, your Heartland Chevy dealer, is proud to support our local athletes and all the fall sports that bring our community together. At BMC, we're here to take the stress out of car buying and maintenance. Whether you're in for routine service or looking to drive home in a brand new Chevy, you'll find a team that's honest, helpful, and ready to go the extra mile. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. www.beckmotors.com.
As we welcome you back here to Riggs High School as we get set for first serve between the Pierre Governors and the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles as we look at the starting lineups for both these teams. We'll send things down to Ryan Munson for the introduction of the starting lineups.
A senior right side hitter, number 4, Kennedy Withers. A junior right side, number 9, Kylie Wireball. A junior setter, number 14, Olivia Miller. A senior middle hitter, number 16, Amelia Roddy. A junior outside, number 20, Lauren Burkhardt. A junior middle hitter, number 21, Carly Nyman. And a senior libero, number 33, Taylor Buckman. The Eagles are coached by Steph Daly, Maya Stoll, Chelsea Albrecht, Kayla Nicholson, and head coach Jackie Bindendale. And now, green and white, on your feet and bring the These are your Governor starters. A junior setter, number 1, Molly Olsen. A junior outside, number 4, Allie Key. A senior libero, number 5, Hadley Hart. A senior center right side, number 7, Sloan Waldron. A senior defensive specialist outside hitter, number 8, Lexi Schleckaway. A junior middle hitter, number 12, Alyssa Lowe. And a sophomore middle hitter, number 17, Addison Nafati. The Governors are coached by Rachel Harbach, baseball head coach Gary Wheelhouse.
So we are ready to go from Riggs High School for our first sets. And again, those starters, it is Kenny Withers, a 5'9" senior right side hitter. Kylie Wireball, a 5'7" junior right side hitter. Olivia Miller, the 5'7" junior center. Amelia Reif, the 5'10" senior middle hitter. Lauren Burkhardt, the 6'1" junior outside hitter. Carly Nyman, the 5'10" junior middle hitter. And Taylor Kluffman is the libero, the 5'6" senior. And the Governors have the same starters as they had last night. Molly Olsen, the 5'6" junior center. Allie Keys, the 5'8" junior outside hitter. Number 7, Sloan Waldron, the 5'7" senior center right side hitter. Lexi Schleckaway, the 5'7" senior defensive specialist and right side hitter, outside hitter. Alyssa Lowe, the 6' junior middle hitter. And Addison Novotny, the senior sophomore middle hitter, with Hadley Hart, the senior defensive specialist, as she stands at 5'6". Looks like Lexi Schleckaway be the first one to serve. We're just about ready to go here from Riggs High School to get us rolling. The 3-14 Pierre Governors and the 13-9 Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. As we are underway here this afternoon, Burkhardt to receive that first serve. Set to that far side. It's tipped and it'll go down for a kill as Kennedy Withers will open things up for Aberdeen Central. The first swing is good for Aberdeen Central. The Golden Eagles lead at 1-0. Our first points of the night, of the afternoon. On the serve, Molly Olsen for Alyssa Lowe. Her first swing is going to be dug out from the back line by Wireball, and then it's hit into the nets by Burkhardt. And it's a 1-1 tie. So a hitting error quickly for Aberdeen Central. We're tied at 1 here in set number 1. Again, Governors will also be hosting Brookings coming up on Tuesday. This one skips off the net from Hadley Hart. Still received. Now Burkhardt's first swing. That'll go for a kill. Her second swing. And Lauren Burkhardt on that far side makes it 2-1. And it's the first 3 points. Haven't had a long rally yet. As Kluffman the 5'6" senior, will serve. The libero wearing the yellow jersey tonight, so this afternoon, and it will be in the net on the serve from Clefman. And the service error makes it 2-2. So far, everything's been on the score sheet for Aberdeen Central, the mistakes and the positives. And a 2-2 score here in set number 1. Sloan Waldron will serve. This will be set by Miller, tapped over the net, and Waldron's there to dig it out. Here's now Hart with the bump set for Allie Keys. Diving dig. It goes back across. Then a second hit attack from Bushbaum is dug out by Miller. That'll be set to the near side. The left-handed swing from Withers was dug out by Waldron, and no one there for the Governors. Miscommunication from Pierre on the pass up to the net, and it's a 3-2 lead for Aberdeen Central. Landed in the campfire, and usually that happens on the hit from the other side, but this one just landed in the campfire with the Governors passing the ball up to the front of the net. And it's a 3-2 lead for Aberdeen Central here, 5 points into set number 1. And this will be Cameron Albrecht, the 5'7" sophomore that is serving. Novotny will have to pass it back, so that assists him on the swing for the back row by Schleckaway, then right down the line and stays in for Lauren Burkhardt. Burkhardt's got her second kill, and it's a 4-2 lead for Aberdeen Central as they've scored back-to-back points for the first time this afternoon. 5'7" sophomore Cameron Albrecht, also listed as a setter, skips off the net on the serve. It will be Schleckaway that will swing from the back row, and again dug out this one by Albrecht. Tapped over the net. Hadley Hart is there. Good read there by Hart. Now it's Bushbaum swinging. That will be blocked into the antenna, and it will be a point for the Governors. It is now 4-3 as Marina Bushbaum gets on the score sheet. And that's the first score sheets for the Governors. Allie Keys in the serve. That will go long, and it's 5-3. So the first service error from the Governors. And after last night's, Governors had 6 service errors overall, had just 2 aces. Did not have an ace on Tuesday's loss to the Huron Tigers, as Keenholz will receive this serve. And it's Schleckaway swinging, and a tip off the swing and dug out of the diving play. This one will be tipped again by the Governors, but unable to dive to it was Hadley Hart. And it's Jaden Forsyth, I believe, that was the one that got the kill. Yeah, Forsyth will get the kill, make it 6-3 in favor of Aberdeen Central. The 5'7" senior right side hitter with her first swing. This will be set over the net, and then Novotny is into the net to make it a 7-3 game. Novotny was just trying to get a piece of it. And Novotny gets called for it, and it's 7-3. And the Golden Eagles up by 4 here in set 1. Burkhardt is serving. The 6'1" junior serves it into the net to make it a 7-4 game. Second service error from Aberdeen Central. And the Govs trail by 3 here in this first set. Sierra Prunty will check in. Prunty, the junior outside hitter, will serve that one long, and it's now 8-4, and back-to-back service errors from both teams. And a second service error here for the Governors, and quickly back out is Prunty as Hart will be back in place of Prunty. And this will be an ace as Keenholz and Schleckaway had a miscommunication on who was going to take that serve. And the ace goes for Carly Nyman, the first one of its kind here this afternoon for either side. And it's a 9-4 lead here for Aberdeen Central. This will skip off the net, and Schleckaway will receive it. Waldron to pass for Lowe. That's blocked. Lowe is able to play it back up. Schleckaway trying to get into the corner. Easily play from Burkhardt. Then right down the middle, but too far, as the swinging and hitting error from Amelia Reif makes it 9-5, as Aberdeen Central now leads by 4, but the Governors are serving with Molly Olson. That will serve from right to left. Olson, this will be here set from Albrecht, and then off the net. Governors, Golden Eagles thinking the Governors were underneath the net for a violation, but play continues. It still turns in favor of Aberdeen Central as Kylie Wireball will get the kill to make it 10-5. Wireball, a really good golfer as well for the Aberdeen Central. Just an overall good athlete. And a lot of these ESD schools, the fun of the ESD schools is that you get to hear their names on multiple different sports This will be Schleckaway swinging, and it was blocked initially by the Golden Eagles, and it stayed on the Aberdeen Central side. And then the second hit attack from Rife goes over the net and goes down for a point to make it 11-5. And that will bring a timeout for Coach Kerry Wheelhouse. Back in 30 seconds, you listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
It is 11-5 with American Family Insurance. Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard with the Pierre Governors down by 6 in set number 1. First timeout taken here by the Governors and Coach Kerry Wheelhouse. Again, the Governors are becoming more of a desperate team at this point, needing a win to not, I mean, yes, they'll still need a little bit of help, but it becomes very minimal help if they do get a win. If they don't win any of these games, they're going to need a lot more help to go their way. As this will be Olsen that will set at the net. Alyssa Lowe is into the nets. It'll be a point for Aberdeen Central to make it now a 12-5 game. So a 7-point lead for Aberdeen Central here in this first set. As Olivia Miller will serve. Keenholz to receive. Olsen now for Waldron, and that will be blocked by the Golden Eagles from Amelia Rife. We're going to give it to maybe Withers as well, but I believe it was Rife that got the initial piece of it. And it's now a 13-5 lead for Aberdeen Central, but either way, it's a block shot point. And Aberdeen Central is starting to really get control of this first set. Schleckaway overpass on the serve reception, but dug out by Hartz. And now on the third hit, Waldron will get it across. Almost, it was tripped up. He turned into an overpass from Burkhardt, who got tripped up by her teammate. Alyssa Lowe was able to make them pay for that mistake. Her first kill. But Burkhardt actually tripped over the foot of Candy Withers, which pushed her pass over the net. And the 6-foot Alyssa Lowe was not going to miss that one, but the serve from Lexi Schleckaway on the ensuing serve for the Governors does go long, and a third service error by the Governors. That's 14-6 in favor of Aberdeen Central. This serve got to the back line. Schleckaway plays it, and now near the side for Keys. I don't believe that will end up being blocked. They're going to give the block to Kendi Withers, but either way, it was a point for Aberdeen Central because it landed on the Governor's side, whether it was a block or not. This serve will land in right in front of the line. A line drive serve that died right where it was at, and it's a ace for Kylie Wireball, and it's now a 16-6 game here in set number 1. 10-point lead. Wireball on the serve. Schleckaway is able to receive it. Now Waldron swinging. That's dug out. And now it'll be from the somewhat of a back row attack. Near side for Keys. That was tipped, and it's a kill for Allie Keys to make it a 16-7 game. Allie Keys, her first kill. She ended up with the team high 4 last night in the loss to O'Gorman in 3 sets. Hadley Hart will serve. From right to left, this will be back, not across. It was quickly from Kaylee Huff to Olivia Miller, back to Huff. Does not go down as an ace, but it is a point for the Governors, as Huff was unable to get it back across. So now here is Hart on the serve. That one was close to being right at the line. It was played by the libero Clefman, and then Burkhardt will swing down the far side. And Lauren Burkhardt, who has been quiet the last several points, does pick up her third kill to make it 17-8 in favor of Aberdeen Central. They're leading by a 9 as we start to get late here in set number 1. Libero Clefman on the serve. Hart to receive. Tapped by Olsen, back over by Keys. She was well underneath the net, but just stayed off of it. And then it'll be still a point anyway for Aberdeen Central as Candy Withers goes right near the net across court and gets the point to make it 18-8. Clefman again will serve. A 10-point lead for Aberdeen Central. That is right on the line. That one looked like it was long, but Clefman will get the ace. And it's a 19-8 lead here in set number 1. That is the third ace of the match for Aberdeen Central. Waldron overpass. 2 players went for it, and I believe it was Burkhardt that pointed to Nyman. So to be 20-8, and Nyman will get the point on the kill. And Burkhardt said, I didn't touch it, but Coach Carrie Wheelhouse takes her second timeout. So a 12-point lead for the Golden Eagles here in set 1. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. You know that feeling when you're exactly where you're meant to be? That's what it feels like to bank at First National Bank Pierre. We're not some big faceless corporation. We're your neighbors. We're the people you see at the grocery store, at the local ball game. We're committed to helping this community grow one person at a time. Need a loan for your new home? Or maybe you're starting that business you've always dreamed of. Our team is here ready to listen and help you find the right financial solution. Because at First National Bank in Pierre, we believe in hometown banking. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Pierre or our Fort Pierre location. First National Bank, your hometown bank. 20-8 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard for this Aberdeen Central Golden Eagle team in set number 1. As Taylon Clefman will serve the 5'6" senior libero. A 12-point advantage. Olsen to receive this one. Schleck away. The pass between, it was a miscommunication between Novotny and Schleck away. And it's now 21-8, a 13-point lead here for Aberdeen Central. Clefman on the serve. Hartlett can't receive it, and it's 22-8. 14-point advantage now here for Aberdeen Central. They're 3 points away from closing out set number 1. Clefman on the serve, Schleckaway to receive. Waldron now near side for Novotny. That was tipped to the net and then dug out. Second hit attack right on the line for Olivia Miller. I make that for Kendi Withers, I believe it was. And it's 23-8. I think it was Withers that ended up getting that second hit attack. This will be a free ball from Keys across. This will be Miller that will set near side. That'll be a kill for Kendi Withers. We'll give her 4th of the first set, and it's 24-8. And Aberdeen Central is a point away from closing out set number 1. 16-point lead for Aberdeen Central in this first set as Clefman will serve. Schleckaway, that'll be an overpass, and that'll be a kill for Nyman, and it's 25-8 in the first set for Aberdeen Central over Pierre. We'll come back in 2 minutes. It is set number 2. The Pierre Governors down 1-0 after set number 1. Back in 2 minutes on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services to our local communities. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
Hi, I'm South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley. If you are a crime victim, there is a way you can stay updated on your case. Crime victims can access the statewide Automated Victim Information and Notification System, or SAVIN. This free service provides victims with important criminal information and notifications. For more information, call 1-844-299-4608 or go to savin.sd.gov.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? At Vilas Pharmacy, we're committed to providing the best for your healthcare needs. We offer competitive pricing on all your prescriptions, ensuring you get great value without compromising on quality. Conveniently located right here in Pierre, getting your medications is always easy. Plus, you'll experience truly personalized service from our friendly and knowledgeable team. We're here to help you every step of the way. Make the switch to a pharmacy that puts you first. Visit us online at vilaspharmacy.com or call us today at 605-224-0907. As we welcome you back and we get sent for set number 2, the Pierre Governors are down 1-0 on a 25-8 first set for Aberdeen Central, as they were led in that first set by Lauren Burkhardt. I make that Kendi Withers, who had 4 kills, 3 for Lauren Burkhardt and 2 for Carly Nyman. And it is 1 each for Allie Keys, Alyssa Lowe, and Marina Bushbaum for the Pierre Governors right now in a 25-8 first set. Tough first set for Pierre. The good and the bad of it all. It's not a set that you like to go back and watch on film, but the good news is it's 0-0 in set 2. You can lose a 25-0 set and still win a match. It does make it much tougher because the momentum is all on one side. And don't want to say there's that's easy to do, but that's the benefit is 0-0. Every set you can truly reset because it does become a 0-0 set, as the Governors do have a different rotation here to start this second set. It'll be Sierra Prunty over from Alyssa Lowe. Looks like Ellen Hart is in, as well as also Kira Mertez is in. And a point for the Governors to open things up, as Kennedy Withers will hit one too far. And a hitting error to start things out. Allie Keys will serve. Prunty, Lowe, and Bushbaum are up front. Ellen Hart is Mertez and Keys that are in the back row. Here's a set from Mertez and then over from Bushbaum, and the Governors take a 2-0 lead. Here's Marina Bushbaum with her second kill. A new look to this Governor team to start this second set, and right now a little bit of a spark potentially here, leading 2-0. Clefman, that'll be Withers. That'll be Ellen Hart to receive this one. A pass will go back from Mertez. Keys from the back row. Not a bad swing there from Keys, but it was dug out by Miller. Then Burkhardt will go to the corner from the back row. And the back row attack is successful for Lauren Burkhardt, as Lola Kinos will check in for Keys. And a 2-1 score here in set number 2. So now Kinos, Hart, Ellen Hart, and Prunty are in the back row. Kinos will receive this one. Mertez will set here near side for Prunty. And then it will be Miller, far side for Burkhardt. That will be hit out, and the Governors take a 3-1 advantage. Just the 5th hitting error so far from this side, as Addison Novotny will check in for Ellen Hart and move into the front row. Alyssa Lowe will go back to serve. So Lowe will serve for the first time, and that one goes right into the net to make it 3-2. And then we will get Faith Baumberger to check in. The junior center is in for the first time. Clefman on the serve. That will be landing right on the line. Another ace for Taylor Clefman, her third. And it's 3-3 now. That one was from the far side to that near side, and the tough angle as it was coming out, Kienholz. As this one will be Baumberger that will receive. Mertez, Novotny was blocked, right back to Baumberger. Kienholz will push it to the corner. And now Miller to the near side. And that will be a kill for Kennedy Withers, her 5th of the afternoon, as it goes to the corner.
Kennedy Withers with a cross-court kill.
4-3 advantage here for Aberdeen Central. Clefman on the serve. Baumberger. Mertez and now near side for Prunty as she swings. That one's dug out after it was tipped. Far side for Burkhardt. That's tipped, and a good job of the Governors. Baumberger will dig it out, and then Kienholz swinging from the back row goes too far, and that's the first hitting error by the Governors here this afternoon, and it's now a 5-3 score. Clefman, it'll be Baumberger. Kienholz will pass it up. Prunty with the left hand can't get it across the net, and it's now 6-3, and back-to-back errors for the Governors. And it's now been 5 straight points here for Aberdeen Central to make it a 6-5 game. This will be into the nets on the serve from Clefman. Molly Olson will check in for Marina Bushbaum to go into serve. That's the second service error from Clefman. Olson will serve. Here on the far side, Burkhardt. That is going to be a swing and a kill for Lauren Burkhardt. And that is number 1,000 for her on the career for Lauren Burkhardt. They got the signs ready to go. Lauren Burkhardt will pick up kill number 1,000 for the junior. And the fans were ready for it. She needed just 5. They have her at 6, but either way, she needed just 5 and ends up getting number 1,000, which is also why on that kill from Nyman that she pointed at Nyman that she got it because of how close she was to 1,000. This will be skipping high off the net on the Burkhardt attempt. Mertez will send it for Novotny, but dug out by Clefman. Albrecht will come over for it. Now it's Burkhardt standing on the back foot, was able to swing across, and Novotny will hit one out for the Governors, and it's 8-4 in favor of Aberdeen. 4-point lead here for the Golden Eagles, 8-4 in set number 2. That serve, Baumberger. It'll be Keenholz at the net on the overpass, and it'll be sent down from Forsyth. And so Forsyth will get the kill to make it 9-4. On the serve, here on the near side, a swing for Mertez, and that one will go into the nets, and it's now 10-4, and a 6-point lead for Aberdeen. So it was 25-8 in set 1, now 10-4 here in set 2 in favor of the Golden Eagles. Cameron Albrecht serving again here for the Golden Eagles. That will land down on the line. Mertez was trying to duck underneath it, and it's another ace to make it 11-4. Olsen, Baumberger, and Keenholz are back in that back row. I said Mertez, and it was Baumberger that had ducked underneath it. Albrecht will serve short, and that goes into the net to make it 11-5. That's her first service error. Allie Keys will check back in for Lola Keenholz as she's into that front row. Sierra Prunty is back to serve here for the Governors. 6-point lead for Aberdeen in set number 2. Prunty from right to left. This will be set from Albrecht. The swing from Burkhardt. That'll be a kill for Lauren Burkhardt to make it 12-5. Her 6th of the afternoon. And Burkhardt is serving. Lauren Burkhardt reaching 1,000 kills for her career. Baumberger, now Olsen, second hit attack, trying to go to the campfire, but it was played from Albrecht, out of system pass, but it still turns into a kill for Forsyth. And it's 13-5, and a timeout taken by Coach Gary Wheelhouse. An 8-point lead for Aberdeen Central over Pierre in set number 2, back in 30 seconds here on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hired them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions. As we welcome you back, it is 13-5 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard in set number 2 between the Governors and Aberdeen Central. 25-8 lead, 25-8 win in set 1 for Aberdeen Central. 13-5 here in this second set. Lauren Burkhardt will serve coming out of the timeout. From left to right on the radio dial. Burkhardt will be received by Prunty. Near side for Keys. That'll be dug out by Burkhardt. Far side, that one's over. Olsen, no one there for the Governors. Miscommunication again after Olsen had dug it out. And it turns into a kill for the Golden Eagles, which I believe it was wire ball that was the one that's swung for the Golden Eagles. Burkhardt short serve. It is replayed from Keys, then tapped at the net, but that was blocked by Nyman to make it 15-5. So Nyman gets her first block shot point, third overall this afternoon for Aberdeen Central. Burkhardt will serve from left to right. That one will be an ace right over the net, right in front of Faith Baumberger. And Burkhardt will grab her first ace of the afternoon to make it 16-5. Governors are going to make a change, but they're too slow with it, so they continue with this same rotation right now. Novotny with the free ball across. Burkhardt to play it. Now set from Albrecht. Great pass from Albrecht. Turns into a kill for Nyman to now make it 17-5. And now we will get a couple subs as Alyssa Lowe will check in for Baumberger, and then Hadley Hart, the libero, go in place of Lowe. 17-5 in set number 2. As Burkhardt again will serve. It is Keys to receive it. Olsen will set it back to Keys. Try to touch it down the line, and that will be a kill for Allie Keys to make it 17-6. Just her second kill, second of the set, 5th overall here for the Governors. Burkhardt will check out to a rounding ovation after picking up her 1,000th kill. Novotny will serve for the Governors. Near side attack, that'll be a kill for Forsyth, and it's 18-6. Forsyth with 3 kills in this second set, and a 12-point lead here for the Golden Eagles in set number 2. Nyman on the serve. This will go off the net, and the Governors with the pass that wasn't good to the setter. And it's 19-6 in favor of the Golden Eagles. It is Nyman. It'll be Olsen. Keys down into the corner. That's a good play from Allie Keys. Got 2 hands on it and placed it into the corner for her second kill. And it's 19-7. Governors are down by 12 here in the second set. Again, after we're done here this afternoon, it will be college football between Alabama and South Carolina. We'll join that in progress. About 14 minutes till that pregame starts, but we will be here until the end of the match. This will be over on blocked by the Governors. Marina Bushbaum, who's in for the first time, got a piece of it, but it was blocked. And Wireball is the one that got the block to make it now 20-7. So her first block shot point, and Aberdeen Central 4 block shot points here in this match. It was 4 for O'Gorman yesterday. Pierre did have 3 against the Lady Knights. Mertez will set for Bushbaum. That one was not blocked cleanly, but it's still playable. Off the net, diving for was Mertez, and then it was a Bushbaum second hit attack, nearly put it down the line. Comes back to Bushbaum, one hand got the dig, and it'll be a free ball coming from Hadley Hart. And back in the system for the Golden Eagles. Then Wireball swinging, dug out by Hart. Mertez with the pass for Keys. Didn't get all of it, got it over the nets, and now a quick set, and that'll go down for a kill for Amelia Rive, just her second of the afternoon, and it's 21-7. Rive, the 5'10 senior, with a quick set from Olivia Miller, as Miller goes back to serve. Bushbaum is there, low with the second hit attack. That was a free ball, and then never got back to the line to try and block here for Kennedy Withers. And it's a 22-7 game here in set number 2. We will step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre, Governor of Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Radon. You can't see it, you can't smell it, but this radioactive gas can pose a serious health risk. Don't take chances with your family's health. When you get a home inspection from Thorpe, you have the option to add professional radon testing. This isn't a home box test. This is testing thoroughly and accurately, giving you a clear picture of your home safety. You get your results immediately. No hassle, no wait. Don't settle for less. Ask for professional radon testing as an add-on or just call for the radon test. Thorpe Home Inspection. Your safety, our priority. Call today for your home's radon test. 605-301-9211. 22-7 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard, as it is the Golden Eagles 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead over the Pierre Governors on this Saturday afternoon, as the Governors are struggling to pick up points. It has been all Aberdeen from the first serve of this match. The Governors didn't leave to begin the second set, as this serve coming out of the timeouts from Olivia Miller missed the bottom of the net. One that probably she will have to watch on film to get a laugh from the rest of her teammates, give her a little bit of a hard time. Miller will set here near side. That'll be just out by Kylie Wireball. And the third service hitting error for the Golden Eagles to make it 22-9. Governors scored back-to-back points here. 3 points until a 2-0 lead for Aberdeen Central. Middle of the floor, that'll be a kill for Amelia Rife, her second one, and it's 23-9. Keenels will check in for Keys. 2 points away here for the Golden Eagles to go up 2-0 in the best of 5. The serve, that will be out by just a hair from Wireball. That'll be her first service there. That's the fourth one of the set for Aberdeen, as they have 6 aces and now 6 errors on their serves. Lissa Lowe will serve. It's a hard serve across, but now the attack coming from number 17, Maria Vrooman, and then into the nets is going to be Mertez, and it's 24-10. And 14 set points to work with here for the Golden Eagles. Jalen Cluffman will serve here for the Golden Eagles. It'll be Keenels that will receive. Mertez will set for a bush bomb, and it was blocked by Vrooman. And it is 25-10 in set number 2. 2-0 lead in favor of Aberdeen Central as we head to our third set. Governors got to find some answers here. Back in 2 minutes here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Planning for next year is right around the corner, but do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. As we welcome you back here to our third set, the Pierre Governors are down 2-0, with it being 25-8 and 25-10 in the first 2 sets to this Aberdeen Central team, as they are led by Kennedy Withers and Lauren Burkhardt, each with 6 kills. Jean Forsyth with 4, Carly Nyman with 3. Governors have 3 of its 6 kills coming from Allie Keys. Molly Olson will start, and got Sierra Prunty as well as also Hadley Hartz. Mertez in that front row with the Governors and Novotny and Keys. On the first swing, it was dug out by the Governors. Novotny's chance was blocked. Comes back to Pierre. Good play for the Governors. And Allie Keys, but a net violation against the Governors, and Keys got into the nets. So Aberdeen Central opens up with a 1-0 lead here in this third set. Kylie Wireball will serve here for the Golden Eagles. It is Prunty, now Novotny, and it will be Olsen that will go across. Here, middle of the floor, that will be out from the swing of Reif. Seventh hitting error by Aberdeen Central, and it's 1-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Again, the Governors will play Tuesday at home against Brookings, and then next week Tuesday again against Jefferson to close out the season. Reif's chance, that's blocked, and it stays for Aberdeen Central. Lauren Burkhardt, Novotny couldn't get to it. And Burkhardt will pick up her 7th kill, and it's now 2-1. Taylor Cloughman will serve here, the libero for the Golden Eagles. Keys, Mertez will set. Melissa Lowe will free ball, and it will be out of play. And that is the 5th hitting error for the Governors. They didn't have any in that first set. 4 in set number 2. And a 3-1 lead here for Aberdeen Central. Alyssa Lowe. Cloughman was able to dig it out. Olivia Miller now for Burkhardt, and that one is off the hands. And even 1,000 kills for one player, every once in a while, it still isn't. She is not perfect. And again, one that she'll go back and watch on film. They might just give her a hard time for it because of how talented that she is. The rare mistake that she makes like that might be fun for the rest of the team to give her a hard time. Here's now going to be Cloughman that will back set for Burkhardt, and will tap it over for a kill to make it 4-2. And Burkhardt has now got 8 kills on the afternoon. Golden Eagles are trying to get to 14-9 of the season. We have Cameron Albrecht that will check in. We also have Jaden Forsyth checking in. Alexa Schleckaway is in for the Governors. Molly Olsen, Lissa Lowe on that front row. And now I think are the Governors trying to make sure that they're in the right rotation. Well, that they move forward, and now they go back, saying that they are in the right rotation. They had everything right. Here is now a swing from Schleckaway. This will be dug out near side of the attack from Forsyth. That's dug out by Hart. It'll be a pass for Lowe. That was blocked. Stays alive for the Governors. And then Schleckaway, who faked the jump and then got over to it and will get the point for the Governors. She faked the jump. She stayed on the ground, and it forced Aberdeen to freeze for a moment. And then Schleckaway was able to get to the corner. And a nice play from Lexi Schleckaway. Doesn't get credit for the kill, but a really nice play from Schleckaway. Whether she was meant to fake jump or not, it did get Aberdeen to freeze for a second. That one nearly a lift from the Golden Eagles. But it'll be Bushbaum the swing. That's in the corner for Marina Bushbaum to pick up the kill to make it 4-4. Bushbaum's 3rd kill. She ties Keys for the team high with 3. And it's 4-4 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Kira Mertez will serve. This will be on that far side. That one's down the line and in. It will be a kill for Jaden Forsyth, who now has her 5th. And it's 5-4. Aberdeen Central back on top by 1 as the junior Burkhardt is back to serve. Short serve, Bushbaum. That will be tipped at the net. It was not touched by the Golden Eagles. Governors do get it over. And then the attack from Wireball was dug out by the Governors. And then Schleckaway, a little fadeaway shot attempt. And then in the campfire goes Albrecht to pick up her 1st kill. And it's 6-4. Looking to set, but the Governors were spaced out enough and put it right in the campfire to make it a 6-4 game. As Burkhardt will serve here again for the Golden Eagles. Pierre is able to keep it alive. Good play, good hustle play for Mertez. Governors did have to free ball it over, but they give themselves a chance. Nice diving play from Keenels, and then Schleckaway with another free ball. Back-to-back free balls for the Governors. Wire ball, that will go down for a kill. Pierre with some good hustle, but with three straight kill opportunities, big swings for Aberdeen Central. They were going to get one of those to fall, and Wireball picks up her third kill of the afternoon. 7-4 lead for the Golden Eagles. Marina Bushbaum, middle of the floor. That's dug out by Clefman, and then a second hit attack by Albrecht gets her second kill to make it 8-4. You are listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as we pull up to 2 o'clock on this Saturday afternoon. After we're done here, it will be college football and then the World Series. The serve will be long from Burkhardt, and it's 8-5. That is the second service error of the afternoon from Burkhardt, and 7th overall by Aberdeen Central. Governors are still looking for their first ace. Albrecht will set near side. That will be a kill for Jaden Forsyth. And it's 6 kills in the afternoon for Forsyth, 9-5 in favor of the Golden Eagles. Nyman on the serve, hard to receive it. Couple of touches from the Governors and a free ball from Bushbaum. Go to the floor, tipped at the net by Schleckaway. Played by Hart and then over by Novotny. More of a free ball again for the Governors. This will hit the net. This was not touched by the Governors, so Wireball will get to the hitting error on the 4-hit violation from Aberdeen Central, make it now 9-6. Allie Keys will check in for Keenolds. Prunty is in for Novotny. Make that for Schleckaway, excuse me. And Prunty is back to serve here for the Governors. Prunty from right to left. This will be Albrecht that will set. That's dug out by Mertez, but it goes to the scores table. And it is Forsyth with another kill to make it 10-6. Forsyth now with 7 kills. She's got 6 of her 7 in the last 2 sets. 10-6 lead for Aberdeen Central. It'll be Mertez that will set, and a kill from Marina Bushbaum. Burkhardt didn't dig it out cleanly, and Marina Bushbaum makes it 10-7. And Bushbaum will pick up her team-leading 4th kill. Molly Olson will serve here for the Governors. This will be a short serve. Clefman dove for it. Miller to set, and then down the line that's hit out by Kennedy Withers. And it's 10-8, and Pierre is trying to hang in this third set right now, down by just 2. There's still time remaining in this third set. Molly Olson again serving. Miller near side, that's between the block and down for a kill for Wireball. And it's 11-8, a 3-point lead here for the Golden Eagles. Wireball will serve again. Prunty can't receive well, and it's 12-8 on a ace. And that's the second ace of the afternoon for Wireball, 7th ace overall. And now Mertez has some loose tape on her arm. And they're gonna re-tape it up. Casey Michelson must have had just some tape on hand, or maybe she ended up cutting a little bit or ripping a little bit off. That was pretty quick. That was a good play. That was good by Casey Michelson. Good play. Good movement by Casey Michelson. This will be Clefman near side. That is down the line, and Prunty with a little bit of a change-up coming from Withers. Prunty probably had enough time to stay on her feet, but because of the change-up and the odd speed of the ball, Prunty dove probably a little bit, just a second too early. And then they go at Prunty again, unable to receive the serve, and Wireball will pick up the kill to make it 14-8. Third ace of the afternoon from Wireball. Olson to receive this one. Novotny was blocked. Stays alive for the Governors. Olson to the corner, and that's in for a kill for Molly Olson. 14-9. Olson with a nice play knowing that it was the third swing for the Governors, their third hit, and then put it into the corner and making Aberdeen Central go chase it down. Olsen's first kill of the afternoon. Short serve from Novotny goes into the net. And it's 15-9. And the service error, that is the first service error since the first set. Only the fourth one overall by Pierre. They still are looking for their first ace of the afternoon. Alyssa Lowe will swing. Dug out by Burkhardt. Goes back to Burkhardt. And a free ball here for the Governors. Olsen now for Mertes, and she'll swing it into the net. And it's 16-9. Pierre with 6 hitting errors. They have a total of 9 kills. This will go off the net. Olsen, nice play to play it off the net, and a free ball from Hart across. Miller the quick set. It was off the net, dug out by Keys, and then Mertes didn't get any on it, so it's now 17-9. And Sloan Waldron will check back in for Kira Mertes. Waldron did not play in set number 2. 17-9, an 8-point lead here for the Golden Eagles. That skips off the net and an ace to make it 18-9. And Clefman will pick up her 4th ace. 18-9 lead of American Family Insurance. Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Clefman will serve. Olsen, it is now Prunty. And it'll be over from Waldron on a free ball. Miller will set over, and Burkhardt's chance was blocked. Stays alive for Aberdeen Central. And then it was Withers that had it for a dugout. Then Lowe puts it into the net to make it 19-9. Maria Vrooman will check back in. First hitting error from Alyssa Lowe. 10-point lead for Aberdeen Central here in set number 3. Clefman, that will be served out as 19-10. Third service error from Clefman. 8th overall now for Aberdeen Central. They actually have 9 aces on the afternoon. Here is now a swing from Withers. It was tipped and stayed alive on the Governor's side. And it will be sent down by Alexis Schleckaway. Schleckaway picks up her first kill of the afternoon to make it 19-11. 8-point lead for Aberdeen Central. They're 6 points away from a sweep of the Governors. Far side of the attack, that is going to be a kill for Maria Vrooman, her first of the afternoon. 20-11 is her score. Albrecht will check back in for Withers. And it will be also Forsythe that will check in for Olivia Miller. So Albrecht serving with a 9-point lead here for the Golden Eagles. Keenholz now sets from Olsen. It was tipped to the net. Schleckaway played it back. Olsen will pass it back to Schleckaway. It'll be here near side. Tipped. Keenholz. Olsen now will set for a low middle of the floor, but Clefman's there to dig it out. Far side the attack down the line. Olsen's able to dig. Now Schleckaway, dug out again by the Golden Eagles. This one down the line, or down the middle of the floor. Right-handed dig from Keenholz. Free ball coming from Hart as it goes to the back line. Long rally here, maybe the longest we've seen, and it will go to the Pierre Governors. And Carly Nyman puts it out of play on her first hitting error to make it 20-12. Mertes will check back in. Bushbaum as well. Waldron and Olsen will both take a seat. This is now long set and into the nets goes Forsythe to make it 20-13. 2013 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. And here in set number 3, 25-8 and 25-10 for Aberdeen in sets 1 and 2. This will be middle of the floor. That will be off the hands and down. Nyman will get the kill to make it 21-13. And 4 points away for Aberdeen Central to take the match. Maria Vrooman will go back to serve. Vrooman, the 5'7" senior. Keenholz to receive this one. Mertez now for Lowe. That'll be a good swing for Melissa Lowe. That's the best swing we may have seen all day from the Pierre Governors. Melissa Lowe will get her second kill to make it 21-14. As Novotny moves back in for Lowe. Hadley Hart will serve. This is now far side. That swing, Hart is there to dig it out. But we got an injured Governor right now. Bushbaum is unable to get back up. Rolled her ankle, maybe with it might have been the block and stepping on the foot of one of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagle players. And Bushbaum will be helped off the floor by Coach Wheelhouse and Casey Michelson. They did stop the play. And so Bushbaum maybe feel a little bit better. She seems to be walking a little bit better than when she first initially stood up. It's a 7-point lead for the Golden Eagles. It'll reset the point. The serve was at the time for the Governors, so Hadley Hart will go back to serve again for Pierre. 21-14 is our score here in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. You hope that Bushbaum probably done for the rest of this day today, as there's a kill from Jane Forsyth, as she's now up to 8 kills overall. I say that she's done because it's 22-14 and Aberdeen Central is 3 points away from a sweep. But you hope that she's able to play again on Tuesday. This will be served out from Nyman. Her first service error, and it's 22-15. Schleckaway will check out, as well as Keenholz, as Keys and Prunty are back in, and Sierra Prunty will serve here for the Governors from right to left. This will be set here near side. That's tipped. Back over by Novotny on a free ball here for the Golden Eagles. That's blocked by the Governors. A second hit attack, and Albrecht will get her third kill of the set, all being in that campfire shots on the second hit attack. And it will be Albrecht that will check out, along with Forsyth, as both Withers and Miller are back in. 23-15 in set number 3. 2 points away for Aberdeen Central to pick up a sweep of the Governors. This will be mow the floor for Novotny. Dugout. Miller with the pass to the far side. That is to be played by the Governors. Trying to get it over. It's going to stay on the Governors' side. And it will be a 4-hit violation. And that was really, really close for Aberdeen, going almost went into the net as the ball was hit on the fourth attack on the violation, which was kind of interesting that was as close as it was. Keys with the swing. It's now set a match point. That swing, that will be the match, as Kendi Withers will finish it off 25-15 here in set number 3. 25-8, 25-10, and 25-15 here this afternoon. And it is a 3-set win for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. We'll step aside and come back with a post-game show. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Is it time for a fresh look underfoot? Tired of worn out carpets or outdated flooring? Then you need to visit Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre. We're your local experts for every style, from plush carpets and durable laminates to elegant hardwoods and luxury vinyl. Discover hundreds of options from top name brands, all with our friendly expert service. Visit Country Carpet and Flooring at 414 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or call us at 605-224-9297. Country Carpet and Flooring. Your floor, your style, our expertise. Is it time for a fresh look?
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627. As we welcome you back into the postgame show, the Pierre Governors will fall here this afternoon to the Golden Eagles 25-8, 25-10, and 25-15 as the Governors were out to hit 39-11 in the match as the Governors were led by Marina Bushbaum, who went down with an ankle injury, seemingly an ankle injury at the end of that match. We'll see hopefully that she's able to return and she is limping towards the locker room, so she's a little bit ginger on that left leg. Does have ice already on it, but hopefully she'll be able to return and play on Tuesday for the Governors against the Brookings Bobcats. But she led with 4 kills, 3 for Allie Keys, 2 for Alyssa Lowe, and 1 each for Alexis Schleckaway and Molly Olson. Governors had 11 kills, 8 hitting errors. They had 0 aces for the second time in 3 matches. It was 4 service errors overall by the Governors. Make that 5 service errors overall by the Governors and 0 block shot points. For Aberdeen Central, it was 8 kills for Kennedy Withers, Jaden Forsyth, and Lauren Burkhardt to lead the way. 4 for Carly Nyman, 3 for Amelia Reif and Cameron Albrecht. And then as well 4 for Kylie Wireball. 1 kill for Maria Verman for 39 in total for the Golden Eagles. They had 11 hitting errors. It was 9 aces overall. Taylor Cluffman had 4 of the 9 aces, 9 service errors, and had 5 block shot points, as it ended up being 1 for everybody of Withers, Wireball, Reif, Verman, and make that also Nyman that got the block shot point. So those are your final tallies of the match. The Governors fall to 3-15. Aberdeen Central goes to 14-9. They secure themselves a above 500 record at the end of the regular season, and trying to make sure that they're hosting a Sodak 16 game. But they were able to do that. And by the way, one of those kills, I believe, is the 5th one for Burkhardt here this afternoon. Ended up being her 1,000th kill of her career. So congratulations to Lauren Burkhardt, who still, by the way, has another year left to add on to those kill totals with being just a junior right now for Burkhardt. Coming up Tuesday, we've got Pierre Volleyball coverage. Will start at 6 o'clock against Brookings. It'll be a 6:30 first serve. We'll have it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Thursday, we've got Pierre Governor Volleyball, football, as the Governors start the playoffs against T Area. Coverage will start at 5:30 and it'll be a 6 o'clock kickoff. And Blake Dean will join me for the call in that 3-6 contest. Governors will not be guaranteed to host in the semifinal, but Huron and Brookings are playing in that other game. Brookings did beat Huron to make that the 2-7 matchup. So if that same result would be to happen and the Governors win, there's still a path for them to host in the second round of the playoffs in that semifinal. But first things first is they have to take care of the T-Area Titans on Thursday in the quarterfinals of the 11AA playoffs. We've got college football coming up next, Alabama, South Carolina, and then it will be World Series coverage game 2 after that, as Toronto will try and take a 2-0 lead on the Los Angeles Dodgers. I want to say thanks to Emma Thielen back at the station. John Winkler here signing off. Governors fall in 3 to Aberdeen Central here today, 25-8, 25-10, and 25-15, as we say so long from the Riggs High School gym.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications, Vilas Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Zander Auto Parts. And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SV7, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping. And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church. And by Kruger Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank. And by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Kruger Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. Join us all season for more of the Pierre Governors. This has been a special